Hi everyone, welcome to this tarot read. I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you very much for joining me. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in and get started. I'll remind you guys too, this is going to be a general read, so it may or may not resonate with you. You might even find sort of bits and pieces resonate. Take whatever messages feel right. Those are going to be the ones that are meant for you. Also at the end of this read, we are going to draw a little tarot token. This is going to be like our energy card for the read. So swift change, I see. Somebody is going through some sort of swift change in their life. I have this sense of like somebody, see, I'm gonna just say it like somebody being comfortable in their own skin, somebody coming home to themselves, somebody finding some sort of inner peace or something they have to make peace with to be comfortable in their own skin. This is some sort of a personal growth. And it is from something that went south. So a lot of times south can represent like a new adventure. This read, it's speaking to something didn't work out the way that somebody had planned. Like it's a chance for them to gain a new perspective. But they did lose something. They lost something that was extremely meaningful to them. Because I see a lot of sorrow in this Storms card, like whatever this is. It's also about cleansing, but I don't feel like this person leaving their life was beneficial to them. I feel like whatever this was, I do feel like it was like people parting ways or a relationship that came to an end. Yeah, this was a caring connection that they had with somebody. And they're not they're not really better off without this person in their life. Do you feel like this person was a positive influence for them, whoever it was? And now they're sort of like left with this new beginning. I feel like it's like a where do I go from here? It's like sort of looking for direction. We have this rock and endurance. That other person was really stable. That person was a stabilizing influence to them. That person was their rock. I feel like they feel extremely lost without this person in their life. Whoever this was. This person left for a very specific reason though. And they left due to this one's choices. It's like they had to remove themselves from the situation, and it's sort of like to save their own emotions because of this person. Like this person didn't really appreciate the solid connection that they had. They didn't nurture it. It was something in their behavior that caused somebody to walk away. They caused whatever this was to go south. And I do feel like when somebody stepped away, it was almost like a trying to force somebody into an aha moment. It's like I asked you to change. I tried to talk to you about this. We tried to form this bond. We tried to heal. We tried to find balance, and you wouldn't put in your half of the work. So now to show you what happens when you don't do that, I'm stepping away and I'm stepping back. And so somebody did that to sort of find their own healing, to find their own path forward. They cut ties with this person. This person is extremely upset about it. I do feel like it had its intended purpose. It actually did make this person recognize what they had and what they let go of. I do feel like there's a whole lot of regret here in these cards. This was somebody who they were building a life with. Now, whether this was a family member or like romance, it was somebody who was like, it was like their pack, right? With this wolf spirit, it was someone they had a deep connection with. Again, somebody who was stable, somebody who they could always count on for support. I feel like they kept getting this person to sort of like, or expected them to fix their problems too. So they wouldn't really take responsibility for certain things in their life, and they'd sort of drop them in this person's lap, or they'd come running back to this person because they knew that this was someone they could count on. This is someone who would help them instead of them helping themselves. This is like a time to grow up, to take responsibility, and to fix one's own problems. I do feel like that was part of the message behind walking away too. It was like, I'm not just going to sit here, and I'm not just going to always be here to wipe your ass for you. It's like you have to learn how to be a grown-up and how to own your choices. And that's what I feel in this playfulness too. Like somebody didn't take life seriously. They didn't take shit seriously. And now I feel like this is like almost like the first time that they are on their own too. Like they always had somebody to go running back to, whether it was a friend, a family member, or a romance. Like they always had somebody who they would run to. I feel like now they feel truly alone. This person feels truly alone, having whoever this was step back and step out of their life and force them into taking responsibility. I feel like they feel very alone. Whoever did this, whoever stepped back, whoever made that choice to pressure this person into finding that aha moment did exactly the right thing. I see that in this magic card. This is exactly what they need. So whoever did that, good on you. You got a level of wisdom, you have a level of insight, and you did exactly what you were supposed to do. It will have its intended effect. It's going to be a journey over time for this person finding this insight, standing on their own 2 feet is what I see as well. But it's something that now they are going to be forced to do. Stability. They're going to have to find their own stability instead of relying on other people to give it to them, to bring it to them. We have that new beginnings card. This is a new chapter for this person. They're going to appreciate the generosity that they had in the past because they didn't. They took it for granted. This person would always be there. This person would help them to fix whatever, fix their problems, fix their issues. And so they never felt like they needed to step up and take responsibility. So they never bothered to do it, right? And now it's like they've been put in this situation where this outside forces, right? These outside forces are sort of closing and they're feeling that pressure. Now it's their responsibility. It's been dumped back in their lap. I said whoever did that is extremely smart, extremely wise. That is exactly what needed to happen for this person to be able to grow up, start a new beginning, find their own stability, and move on to a new chapter of their life. But not just that too, but also to appreciate the connections around them, to appreciate the help that they had in the past, because I feel like they didn't. I don't know if they didn't say thank you. They definitely didn't show it in their actions though, that they were grateful for this help. Like they didn't recognize the gravity of the help that they were able to get. Not everybody gets that level of help. Not everybody has somebody to support them like that in life. This person really took it for granted, thinking that this person was just going to always be there, always fixing things. And that person has completely removed themselves from the situation. This is a chance for them to evolve, to grow, to expand. And they need this time of stillness. They need this time of being alone, being completely responsible for themselves without somebody swooping in to try and save them, to try and help them. This is part of what's going to give them this time for enlightenment, this time to reflect, this time to find insight and understanding in their life. I feel like in a way this is also them finding their own personal truth and sort of who they are. I feel like a coming into oneself, especially with that home card, right? Like coming home to yourself, being comfortable in your own skin. And if somebody is always sort of saving you so that you never have to deal with the problem, you also never know what you're capable of. And this is a time for this person to find that out. That's why we have this transcending, this enlightenment. This is an extremely positive time for this person. This person is going to find out all about their strengths and what they can do for themselves, because they haven't had to up until now. They've just dumped it on other people. Within this, there's going to be this level of understanding of the generosity. There's going to be regret. There will be, I guarantee you, before I even pull any of these tarot cards, there will be an apology. At some point in time, if there hasn't been already, there will be an apology from this person. Because this connection that's been severed, they want this connection back. They will understand the gravity of what they now no longer have, but also of the generosity that somebody gave to them And they are going to want to make amends with this, and not in a selfish way to get somebody to take over again, but to actually say, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your help. I appreciate your worth. Whew. This person's really emotional too, so it's coming through in the cards as an empath. I'm trying to, so we can keep doing the read here, but I can feel it coming through in the cards. Like the true regret that this person is feeling, and the understanding as to, you know, what somebody gave to them, that appreciation. It is coming through. This person is finding out that they were selfish. They were acting in a selfish and unfair way. And I do feel that the energy that they had this, that stepped away from them, is going to be this Queen of Swords energy. In her, I see this value in truth, honesty, and integrity. This is the one who had the wisdom to know that it was time to step back, that it was time to allow this person to really fall on their face, but not just fall on their face, but to learn to pick themselves up. Because this Queen of Swords has always been there to pick this person up. This is a time for them to pick themselves up. And I do feel like she told them that as well. That wasn't just a screw you, I'm out of here. This was, she explained to them exactly why she was stepping back and out of this person's life. This is time for you to take responsibility for your own actions. This is time for you to take responsibility for your own life, your own responsibilities, and to fix your own problems and learn that you're capable. It's like she knew that by enabling this person, they were never going to know what they were capable of in life. It was important for her at this time to be able to step back, to allow them to step forward. I do feel like they had trouble seeing that. They were in this Eight of Swords. They had trouble understanding what she was telling them. They really had trouble because they were too busy feeling like it was unfair that this person was no longer helping them. They had helped them for so long. Like, I don't know if they're feeling sorry for themselves. It took time for them to be able to really step back and gain this perspective. They did not have it right in the beginning. But we have the Eight of Pentacles. He's the learner. He's the apprentice. This person is doing some learning and some figuring out. Not without tears, though. I feel like so many tears, like this person can't stop crying. And it is because this is an emotional time for them. This is a type of growth that they haven't had to do up until now. The Knight of Wands, they're moving on, they're moving forward, they're being able to recognize that their behavior was immature and their behavior was rash. And it was like this really not taking responsibility or thinking things through, just sort of jumping into whatever and away from wherever and expecting somebody else to wipe their butt for them, you know, and like towers. Like they thought nothing of causing a tower in their own life, because to them it wasn't really a tower. Somebody else was going to fix it. But now they're having to take responsibility for it. It's good. This is good for them. This is a growing period. This is a new beginning, a new understanding. This person is starting a new chapter of their life. Yeah, and that's perfect. That balance card next to the Queen of Pentacles. So they're recognizing this Queen of Swords generosity. This is her generous side. That was her wisdom and giving her logic, giving her reasoning. This is that Queen of Pentacles, the generosity side, the caring side, the nurturing side. And they're recognizing what they actually got from this person, how much this person meant to them, how much this person gave to them, and that there was no even give and take. They were just taking. There was no balance in this relationship. There was no appreciation and gratitude in this relationship. And they're recognizing this person for who they are now and for everything that they gave to them and what they truly mean to them in their life, because they weren't treating them accordingly. They were not treating them accordingly. And this is a time of them finding insight. This is that enlightenment coming back forward in this Star card, this aha moment, this understanding, this taking back control of their own life, being responsible for their choices and the direction that their life is moving. And this Seven of Wands is them taking back responsibility. With this beautiful Queen energy, bringing this pressure forward, forcing this person really to grow up. But again, we have the Chariot card. It's like, I see that Eight of Pentacles. I see the Chariot card. This person is learning. This person is finding insight. They are finding enlightenment. They are growing up. They're recognizing even give and take in a relationship. They're recognizing the generosity that they were blessed with and having this nurturing person in their life who is helping them grow, even by stepping away. And to them, at first, it most definitely felt like they were being abandoned and like they were just being left out to dry. They are recognizing that that is the best thing that could have happened to them because it was somebody helping them to grow up, helping them to step up and take responsibility for their own life. They are recognizing the positivity behind that now. It took time. It was not that in the beginning. It took time and lots of tears for them to be able to find that. They would like to start a new chapter too. They would like to be able to move away from this old way of being. They would like forgiveness so that they can start fresh with whoever this person is. Because they are finding their insight now. In that high priestess, she can represent sort of secrets. She can represent sort of floating between the subconscious and the conscious. It's like this person is actually becoming more conscious of their choices, how their behavior affects the people around them, how they behave towards the people around them. Like they're choosing the way that they live a lot more carefully now. I feel like they want to start fresh. They want a fresh start with this nurturing energy in their life. They want to mend. And that Three of Swords is not just about heartbreak, guys. I know it looks pretty damn dramatic when you look at the picture. But it's about sometimes separation with the chance of reconciliation. They want reconciliation. They are going to come forward. And that's what I felt before I pulled any of these Gilded Tarot cards. There is going to be an apology. There is going to be an apology and an ask to mend. This person's getting it. This person gets the gravity of everything. They get the gravity of what they've lost. They get the gravity of their actions in the past. And they are actually grateful for the opportunity they've been given to grow into themselves. Like I said, for them, it's been a journey over time. They've been living this way for a long time, having somebody wipe their arse for a long time. They were very upset in the beginning when somebody stepped away. They felt abandoned. They weren't able to see it in the spirit that it was intended. But they are coming around now. This person is coming around to what this is, to how this piece of advice was meant, this person's actions, and that it was meant to help them move on, move forward, grow up. And they are actually growing up. And again, the Page of Wands brings good news. This person is bringing communication. They are bringing an apology. They are bringing the enlightenment that they found. This is part of their apology, is recognizing that you did this for me, and I see now that you did this for me. I see that in the past, you looking after my problems wasn't doing me any favors. I see that I have to grow up and do it for myself. They're going to find empowerment in all of this. This is the groundwork for this person to have an abundant harvest. And that abundant harvest is their life. Is their life in the future. Everything from here on in, from career, relationships, babies, the whole work. This is them putting in that groundwork so that they can have that abundant life. And we are going to grab one of these tarot tokens. So this is going to be like our energy card. Temperance. Temperance is beautiful. That is balance. That balance between emotion, balance between logic, which is also something that this person is finding. That Knight of Wands in the beginning there, he's somebody, when he speaks to a person, he can be somebody who acts very rash without thinking, somebody who's very impulsive. And this person is learning about sort of controlling that and allowing logic to step in and thinking things through. And that's part of growing up, right? All of us have to do it. This person is finally doing this. This is an absolutely beautiful read. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, if it resonated with you, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It helps these messages to get out there. And feel free to leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Have a great day. Take care.